Hi guys, today we're going to be checking out a fan-made Plants vs Zombies 2 PC port currently under construction. Created by The Void of You 233, this complete remake of PvZ2 is being built and rewritten from the ground up with the goal of finally giving the community a version of the game that is native to PC. As you know, the original Plants vs Zombies had a PC version, but PvZ2 was never given that luxury. Now, you might be wondering what's so great about a PC version. We've coped until now using BlueStacks, mobile and other emulators. Why is a PC version such a big deal? Well, the main reason, which I'll show on screen now, is related to customization and modding capability. From all accounts, a native PC version of the game makes this far easier and more accessible to the community. Examples you can see here include changing the size of zombies so you can have like super massive ones if you like, and altering the behavior and effects of projectiles. As you can see, these pea shooters have been turned into catapult type plants that can freeze or butter zombies. So yes, essentially it's going to open up a lot more doors for the modding community especially. Also, from my own short experience of playing a beta version of this fan game, the performance seems a lot better as well. Speaking of which, unlike the majority of fan games at the moment, there is a playable beta version of this fan game and a testing group that you can join. However, I have no idea how you join a group on Bilibili, which is where the majority of the video content is being posted. Fortunately, ItsPforPea posted a video about the PvZ2 port on their channel a couple of weeks back that does include a download file to the fan game. I've put a link to it in the description, but just keep in mind this is not the latest version. Also, the game developer did actually respond to a comment saying that an installation guide will be created after several versions of the game have been released. Now, as you've probably noticed from the gameplay, this port was originally going to keep the 4:3 aspect ratio. However, after multiple requests, the latest version of this fan game is now available in a widescreen format, which I have to admit I prefer, and from a YouTuber point of view, I think it's better to have something full screen for people to watch. The next important thing to note is that whilst the author is Chinese speaking, there's actually going to be an option to switch to English. You'll see here that in the text files, the author is creating two versions of the script. But what's more exciting is that there won't be two versions of the game. Instead, there's going to be a language switcher button that will just allow you to switch between English and Chinese at will. From a content perspective, the developer plans to start with the international version content and then look at adding in the PvZ2 China and custom content later down the line. I think from the sounds of it, this author just wants to get the base content down first, and from there on out the community can do what they like with it. Even in the beta version you can edit the JSON files for the levels. As for worlds, Ancient Egypt is basically complete and both Pirate Seas and Wild West are in progress. Then for game modes, it seems like most of them have been implemented, including everyone's favourite, iZombie. Now, I did download and have a short go with the beta, and I have a couple of things I wanted to mention. First of all, the author has stayed very faithful to the original version of Plants vs Zombies 2. Nothing visually has been changed as far as I can tell, and the intro to the game is still the same. If you didn't know this was fan-made, you'd think it was the original game. As I mentioned earlier, the performance and frame rate also seemed better. There were a couple of music issues with some tracks sounding slightly cut off when transitioning to the final wave, for example. I also think the resolution of the game felt a bit lower than usual, but I'm not sure. Other than those minor things though, so far this PC port is looking very promising indeed. So yes, hopefully that gives you a good overview of another really awesome Plants vs Zombies fan game. There's so many of these amazing projects going on at the moment, I'm starting to lose track. I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses over the next few months. Finally, I've got to say a big thank you to ItsPforPea for kindly sending me a whole load of information about this fan game, as well as some others that I haven't got round to doing videos on yet. Anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. But other than that, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on notifications, and if you want to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen now or through the link in the description. Okay, thanks guys, bye.